Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm so glad that you could join us. And you are from Operation Pause for Homes.
Correct.
And I'm so excited that Jen Kyle, she's one of my best friends, nominated you guys for our donation and discussion episode, which they donate or they nominate a nonprofit, and then we donate $100 to the first person that we pick, and then $50 to every other nonprofit that isn't chosen. So you guys got the $50 prize. Really exciting. And you've actually won before, so as long as there's no limitations, as long as they continue to nominate you, we're going to be able to get that donation out to you and learn more about how we can help and how the community can help and what OPH needs.
Okay.
So first, can you tell me a little bit about OPH?
Well, we are a all-breed dog rescue. We also do cats. Founded in 2010. So we've been around for quite some time. We have fosters based in southern central PA, all the way through Virginia, DC, Maryland, all the way down to Richmond, over to Harrisonburg, and over to Virginia Beach. So we kind of encompass that whole area. We are foster based, which means we do not have a facility or a building. All of our dogs come to us and go into foster homes with real people and real families and real other dogs and kids and whatever. But they come to us for safe harbor, and we take them in and look for homes for them.
Perfect. I don't know if you know, but I'm actually an adoptee.
Awesome. So am I.
Yeah, that's how I got my little Frankie boy. He's actually a purebred miniature dachshund. You just wanted to get that in there, that it's not just random types of breeds, street dogs or things like that. It's just all types of breeds that need rescues, from specialties to the, I love a mutt. Who doesn't love a mutt? But
Right.
Since I already had a dachshund, Jen saw Frankie come through the system, and before he even got processed, I was starting the adoption paperwork. So.
Yeah, we don't normally get true breeds. We do get some, but they don't find themselves in the shelter as often as mixed breeds do. And
right.
Yeah, but you're lucky that way. But it does happen for sure. It does happen. So yeah, you're right. It's all dogs, all breeds.
And how was Christmas for OPH?
I think it was good. I'm not privy to the numbers, but I know all of our dogs have been in homes. We do have 2 in boarding right now over the holidays, which was kind of sad, but they are at least safe from euthanasia.
Right.
While we look for a foster home for them. Some of our dogs that were in boarding facilities, because we do have partner boarding facilities who help us out, which allows us to bring a few more dogs up, even though we don't have the foster space, while we wait for foster space. A lot of the dogs that were in boarding this holiday season did go to a foster home, at least temporarily, to get them out of the shelter environment, which really is never a good thing for a dog for any long period of time. So we try not to keep them in there, too long, because we know it works against them to do that. But
the socialization is really important.
Definitely.
Lovin's.
Right. And they get very stressed in the shelter situation, the shelter environment. Some dogs do okay, but we find that a lot of dogs will start to develop stress, anxiety, and just they don't know what's happening. Shelters are scary, loud places, and they have smells that dogs recognize that we don't smell, but they smell them. So it's not always a pleasant experience for them. It's usually not a pleasant experience for them. Although we do have boarding buddies who visit our dogs in shelters or in boarding facilities, which helps a little bit. They'll take them out for a ride, take them for long walks, play with them, but ultimately they have to go back into their kennel at the shelter. So we try to give them a little bit of reprieve with our boarding buddies, but it's not possible to do it all the time.
Right. So. And so what do you think OPH needs from the community or from our followers?
Well, we definitely need more fosters. That allows us to save more dogs. And we can't save any more dogs than we have foster space for. And it's being a foster for OPH is, I wouldn't say it's easy, but everything's given to you. There are resources available, all the supplies that you need, all the vetting information you need, and plenty of support from everybody who is in the rescue. We have so many pieces of the puzzle that work all the time, different teams of people that work all the time to support the dogs and the fosters. So anytime there's an issue, there's somebody they can call on. So they're never really out there by themselves. That is probably the biggest need maybe any rescue needs is fosters, because like I said, that's how we save dogs and save animals is by fostering. Mm-hmm. And one thing we hear a lot, I know I do events, I lead events in Frederick County. And when we mention fosters to people coming up to us, everybody will say, oh, I could never give one up. I'll fall in love with it and I won't be able to give it up. And that's the common theme that they, discuss. And we try to explain to them that, yes, you're going to fall in love with a dog probably. But if you let that dog go to a new home, you've actually saved 3, because you saved that dog. Now you have space for another dog. And now there's space in a shelter for one more dog to survive a day. So you're saving 3. And plus many fosters say, I do not foster, but many fosters say that seeing the dog connect with their new family and seeing how happy the family is and the dog is just makes it all okay. Yes, there are dogs that they cry over when they leave. There are also dogs that they're kind of pleasantly surprised to say goodbye to. Right. Some of them are a little more challenging than others, but you know what? We look for that right adopter, and hopefully we place that dog in the right home so that it will, it will stay there forever and have a happy life. And every dog's different, and so is every adopter. So we work hard to try to find the perfect, not perfect, but a great fit for both family and dog.
Right. Obviously, a challenge would be any type of returns or turnover, and that's something that you don't want to see. So I can tell you firsthand, the vetting process is a little bit longer, but it's totally worth it to make sure that it's a right fit for my family and a right fit for the animal, because you're not talking a short term here. You're talking years of a commitment of a little life that's going to be yours. But I do remember, that it was very much made clear that if something was going wrong, that I had a lot of support, that there would be no problem in rehoming again if it just turned out to be a complete disaster. That you guys were never going to leave this dog's side even after adopting out the dog.
Absolutely. And once, and as an adopter, once you adopt, you become part of our family, our OPH family of the Adopted Village family. And those are all people who have adopted from us and provide updates, reach out with questions. And it doesn't matter if you adopted yesterday or 5 years ago, we're still here for you. And like you said, we're always behind our dogs, always. We never leave them. And they never leave us. They're always part of the OPH family, which I think makes this rescue really unique that way. We really do want to stay in touch with our adopters. We don't want to hand you a leash and say, see ya, and turn our back on you. That's just not what we do. We care about the dogs, and we care about the adopters, and we care that we've made a good fit. And we don't want to, and like you said, if things go bad, things go wrong, or you're having problems, we definitely want the adopter to reach out and say, hey, I need some help here, and we're here for you. We will, provide you with as many resources as possible and try to keep that dog where it is within reason. And if it's not possible, then yes, we will, bring that dog back under OPH's umbrella and try again with another family and another dog for the returning adopter. So it's a
I think that's really beautiful. And I think that's really huge. Like you were saying, it really is unique to OPH and not like a lot of other rescues, especially to have such a large community of volunteers over such a large span and not have a facility anywhere. Like that's crazy to me. That's a wonderful amount of love given back to these little souls that need it most.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I got wake little Frankie up.
Mine are having
say
words.
hi, Frankie.
Oh, so
hi,
cute.
Thank you. The best.
My puppy. Wait, let me get my puppy. Here's my puppy.
Oh my goodness. Trying to give kisses?
He's only 5 months old. He's gigantic.
Oh my goodness.
Look at him. He's gigantic. Look. Hi.
Oh,
here's Sydney.
Oh, oh wait, is Mom giving out kisses?
Sydney. This is his sister. Not really, but
yeah.
She's a little spunky girl here. She's
spunky.
Yeah, she's sweet.
They are beautiful.
I have 3 OPH dogs here.
Nice.
Over the holidays, I had 6 because each of my daughters has, one has 2 and the other one has 1. So we had 6 dogs here. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, they all get along though. It's good.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, they all got along.
Yeah.
Now, my little Sydney, she's part Chai. She's actually half, her mom was a, was a Chihuahua, purebred Chihuahua. And her dad was a, who knows, Chow, German Shepherd, a big dog. But she's not real big, but she's bigger than a Chihuahua. And her Chihuahua definitely comes out every now and then. A little Chai personality comes out every now and then, especially with TJ, the puppy.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, she lets them know.
Lets them know she's in charge.
Yep, she's the only girl, so you know that's the other thing. So she's the boss.
Aww.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really surprised because I saw a little bit of her size, and I'm like, Chihuahua.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, not the puppy. He's a Bernese Mountain. He's a.
Oh yeah.
He's a Bernedoodle, but yeah, she's like 33 pounds, maybe. Really nice little size.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's half Chihuahua.
Oh wow.
Never knew I'd have a Chihuahua in the house, but yeah.
But here we are.
She was supposed to be a golden mix.
Oh,
a golden mix. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah. Oops. Never trust the breed because that's just coming from a guess from someone that's just making a guess.
Exactly. We got a guess that Frankie was 3 years old, and that was 2 years ago. So that would make him 5 now, and I just feel like there's no way.
No way he's 5.
There's no way he's 5. And even my vet was like, his teeth are gorgeous. I don't think he's
right. Yeah.
And he had a lot of puppy qualities, and he still has a lot of puppy qualities. I don't know if it's just high energy but you know, he loves playing with toys and getting a hold of the tissue paper, and has, you know, has really kind of brought some liveliness back to my other puppy, my other mini dachshund, who's 3. So they both take turns running the show, but then, you know, you find them cuddling together in a little yin yang under the blanket.
Yeah.
Like, you can act like you don't like each other all you want, but
we know otherwise.
Yeah, Mama knows the secret sauce.
Yeah, these two, they have words and then they play. You know, like she's just being bossy right now. She's not being mean, she's just being bossy.
I know, I love their
do her little thing, and then her tail's wagging, and she walks away from them like, "Ha, I got you."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're.
Aside from fostering, the donation is probably going to help with some of those items you talked about, the food that's provided. Actually, Frankie came with a little outfit. He came with a little PJ outfit.
Oh, he did.
Because he came from Georgia, so it was a little cooler. We got him like December 4th, I think. And, you know,
Mhm.
it was kind of cold for a little dog that has zero
Sure. Yeah.
fat.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Excuse me.
And toys and a bed. And, you know, we got a leash and, you know, it was just a full package.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, a donation can always go to things like that. Fosters. I mean, the vetting that has to take place, the, food, heartworm preventatives, flea and tick preventive, all those things are things we have to buy, you know.
mhm.
So,
And actually, Frankie had a little hernia surgery before he was given to
yeah,
me.
that's,
So I know that that really can run up bills.
oh yeah, any kind of surgery. Luckily, we have, a nice supply of vets that work with us, and many vets will give rescues, discount prices, and some of them will be like a 20% off everything, or so we do have people that have searched out those vets and found ones that will, work with us as far as budgetary concerns go, because obviously as a rescue, we can't be spending thousands and thousands of dollars on even spay and neuters and, surgeries and dentals. So we need the break in pricing, because
Sure.
we do all that for our dogs before they go to an adopter.
Right.
So many dogs go to the adopter and we're in the hole basically for the dog, but that's okay because the dog now has a family.
Right.
They don't all require all of that, but some of them come to us with a medical clearance from wherever they're coming from, with nothing indicated on their records that they need anything, and yet they come to us and we see they need dental, they have a limp, find out they have an old broken bone that didn't heal properly, that now they need surgery, or any number of things that we discover once they're in foster care. And that's the other thing the fosters do is observe the dog
Hmm.
for the first few days and the first week that they have them, to see if there's anything that's notable that should be checked out, maybe lumps and bumps, or like a neuter site or a spay site that maybe has a bump that might need to be looked at, or looks infected, or
Hmm.
there's so many things that can go wrong. And that first week when they're with us is where the foster will be looking for, abdominal issues, gastrointestinal issues, which we don't want to send a dog home to an adopter with a dog having intestinal issues, because that's just not fun. So if
Right.
there's some kind of issue going there, we want to make sure we take care of it. Like I said, the limps that we see oftentimes are old broken bones that never healed properly, or maybe a pellet gun was shot at the dog and it's in there and needs to be removed, or they discovered them. Bumps and lumps that need to be checked out. There's just so many things. Dental,
Hmm.
dogs come to us and the fosters will check them out in their teeth and all, and it's amazing how sometimes that stuff isn't seen before they come to us.
Yeah.
And then we discover they need a dental, and if you've ever had a dental done on a dog, it's expensive.
It's expensive. Yes.
Very expensive, but it's
Hmm.
so necessary.
Right.
It's really critical
Just
for
as
their health.
healthy as our mouths need to be is as healthy as their mouths need to be. It's just
Right,
as important.
right,
Hmm.
right. And when
And
they
Jen
need,
actually found the hernia on Frankie when she was giving him a bath the first night she fostered.
mhm.
So she was my foster since we knew her and had the
You were
whole thing
right,
going.
right. Mhm.
Yeah. So she
Yeah,
was giving him a flea and tick bath the first night and felt that bump on his stomach.
yeah,
Whoops,
yes.
we got to
So you
take
had
care
to
of
have,
this first.
yep, got to take
Mhm.
care of that before we send them home. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we don't want to send a dog home and then have to have an adopter, you know, put out for surgery. We wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want that image of
Burden.
us.
Hmm.
That's just not right. You know.
Right.
So over the years, I've found, I've been with the rescue since 2012, so a long time.
Hmm.
And over the years, anytime there is like a little bump in the road, or we find that something's not working quite right, or somebody finds that something's not working quite right, it's changed. Like there's a tweak made in the process, or how things are done, or we're going to revamp this and we're going to do it this way now, because so all along the way, that's how this rescue's been handled,
Hmm.
is to improve as we go, as we run into problems and issues. okay, we need to address this. How are we going to fix it and make it better? And so that's happened time and time again with this rescue. And, you know, like I said, I've been with them for 10 years. So,
yeah. And that's just proof of any successful organization or business is overcoming and, you know, making those changes so that it works well and continues to work for everyone.
right.
That makes perfect sense.
Right. Because if you don't do that, you're just going to, I mean, you're going to die. It's
Right.
just not, it's not going to work anymore. You can't, you can't keep doing things the same way and expect different results. That's, you know, that's just being an idiot. Insanity, isn't that insanity? When you keep doing something over and over or differently and you think that it's going to give you the same result every time.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, so I guess we don't do that. So
perfect.
You know, we've added a lot of things over the years, especially the last maybe 3 or 4 years, added a lot of the training resources that we never really had before. Yeah. That has made a big difference for a lot of dogs and adopters to have those resources available for them. And even having a trainer that's a regular person on, you know, on staff, I guess, that will address the bigger behavior issues and really work with an adopter electronically, normally, phone, you know, text, emails, resources online, those sorts of things. And just give the adopter help, step-by-step help on, here's what your dog is doing. This is what you're telling me your dog is doing. This is why I think the dog's doing it. And this is how we might be able to fix it. And when some adopters aren't willing to go that route and to put in the effort that it might take to fix the dog's behavior. But those that do and stick it out have that resource available. So it's there for them. We don't force it on them. We're not going to tell them you have to, but we're offering it to you if you want to give it a try. You know,
I think that's amazing. I think so many of us can certainly love an animal, but how many of us know how to train one, or, you know, and that's also good for the dog. If I've learned anything from being a dog owner over the years, it's, you know, that back and forth of both of you having a good relationship, from them understanding what you need from them and what they need to do for you, makes you both have a better relationship and makes you both happier, you know, understanding, you know, not peeing in the living room, you know, like understanding schedules and food and, you know, things like that makes a better experience all around. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's a wonderful service for people, for adopting.
Yeah, it's unique. I think it's pretty unique. And then we have partner trainers too, who are out there. They offer a one-time session for our adopters, just a one-time deal for every adopter. Just one trainer, one deal. Yeah. But it can really help with something as simple as leash walking, say. That's a quick, 1 hour lesson with a trainer that will teach someone who doesn't know how to walk a dog or doesn't know how to work with the dog to leash train. At least give them the tools you need to teach their own dog, what to expect, like you said.
Exactly.
The expectation is
and then the dog's happy, you're happy. Yeah. It's even a better experience. Like, absolutely. How can you beat that?
Yeah. And I mean, just like kids, they need structure and boundaries and schedules, and so do dogs. And they, like you said, they're much happier when they have that set out for them. Otherwise, they don't know what to do. Wait a minute. TJ, what do you have? I know you have something you shouldn't have. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Come here. Oh, I see. Hold on. I see where you are. Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries.
He went into the Christmas decoration box.
Uh-oh.
Something. I don't even know what it is, but I got it out. I knew it was something he shouldn't have because he ran past me like, oh, I got something.
Right. Like,
yeah. And I'm really happy about it. So, I knew. He came and brought it to me, though. So, hey, that's good.
Exactly. Oh, my gosh. We worked with Frankie on so many things. When we first got him, he was found in a field in Georgia.
Oh.
Yeah, just so crazy. Like, and so he had food insecurity. So not necessarily food aggression, but like if there was something, whoever had it, he was charging for it. You know, like he was charging to get it, to eat it.
Yeah.
And now, just the other day, I was telling Jen when I, asked her about this program and, get in touch. And I was telling her I dropped a package of deli ham, and Frank went over to it and I said no, and he stopped and looked at me and I was like,
Nice. That's huge. I mean, that's huge for any dog to stop for something like that. It has to be high value stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, stop it.
So definitely a happy ending here at the Shedder household with Frankie.
Yeah.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah.
So is there anything else, events coming up, information that you would want? We have almost 1,000 followers, and we'll be sharing this out on our YouTube and Facebook, Instagram pages, social media, tagging you guys. Is there anything else that you would want our followers to know?
I would say, well, there are, I guess, a couple of things just to note that we do have 2 dogs in the Puppy Bowl coming up before the Super Bowl. So there'll be 2 dogs from OPH there.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And yeah, we have at least a couple in there every year. So there's 2 there this year. I'm not sure who they are, but I know there's 2. And then in April, we have our annual 5K 1 mile. We call it the Fast and Furriest. It'll be our 8th annual Fast and Furriest 5K 1 mile. It's held in Walkersville. Typically have about, I don't know, 250 maybe people running or walking, but we also have virtual options. So someone can walk or run virtually, don't have to be there on site. That's a big fundraiser for us. It's one of our largest fundraisers. Typically brings in nets about $22,000 to $24,000. So it's a big event. So that would be something that I would appreciate tag on. I can give you the website. It's www.oph5k.com, and that will actually reroute to our run sign up site. It tells you all about the race. It's a really fun event. It's held in Walkersville, all off-road, so no running on roads or anything. And people love it. And people bring their dogs to run or walk. You can do both, either. I mean, we normally have a silent auction, but this year we're switching it up to all what we call donate and dash. So we started a donate and dash thing in 2021 because of COVID. People don't want to stand around. So we made it. No, he wants an ice cube. Sorry. You can wait for an ice cube. No, you can't. So all of our items this year will be donate and dash. So there'll be items on a table that will be a $5 donate and dash. Donate $5, take it, dash. So that's a little bit of a change. But it is a fun event. Our alums come, a lot of alumni come with, doctors and their dogs, and we love that.
Yeah.
I love to see the dogs come, and a lot of times the fosters are there that fostered the dog. So it's really fun for them to see the dogs come too. So it's really a fun event. People love it. We love doing it. It's a lot of work, but it's really, like I said, it's one of our biggest fundraisers. So that would be on April 23rd. It's a Sunday, April 23rd. You'll get an ice cube in just a minute. You want an ice cube?
Oh,
he's
adorable.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, kisses.
He's gigantic. I weighed him yesterday, weighs 42 pounds.
Oh my goodness. He's only 5 months?
Yes. He was born in July.
Oh my goodness.
No one told me he was getting this big. I don't think anyone knew. And you, sit down. But they stay low until February 15th. So for 6 weeks, they're relatively low.
Yeah. Perfect.
So.
All right, great. Well, unless there's anything else, Cheryl, I think we've covered it.
I think so. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And I just want to say thanks to Mike and Anita. They're the owners of Maryland Sunrooms. They allow me to do these donation and discussions a few times throughout the year so that we can help and give back to our community. And I really appreciate them for allowing that to be part of my job.
Oh, that's great. And we appreciate it too.
Hey, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great
All right.
afternoon.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.